Hello. So we are here at Dakla Distributor Meeting F1, and I'm here with Charles, the foil designer from F1. And there is a very interesting foil that's coming out that has a pretty heavy heritage that I want to talk with Charles about, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it. The Eagle. I got the 990 here. The 990 for me has been a sweet size for everything, both in the high end and the low end, and I'm 90 kilos, so it's really amazing what this foil can do. So, but I was thinking maybe you can tell us a little bit about when you made the first Eagle, like what your what was the use case for that foil, and how did that foil actually get born?
Yeah, hi everyone. So the Eagle was born quite a few years ago now. It was the downwind race foil, the first one in the F1 range. Like, we were working with the race team at that time, and so originally we wanted a foil to downwind and the foil that could actually, follow the swell and keep the lift and be fast. So we're still using the same section profile as the original Eagle. So that's really the DNA of the foil, I would say, together with the aspect ratio of 9 or 9.5.
Yeah.
And that's basically, it's always been a foil with a really nice speed and also really nice accelerations. It's a really dynamic foil in terms of speed and acceleration. And so it was, the V1 was a race foil for downwinding. And now with the advent of power winging and, it's being reborn, because its dimensions and its characteristics are just ideal for that type of practice, for what we call downwind surfing, basically.
How did you, like when you started with the V2,
Yeah.
how did you approach it? Like how did you,
we tried a number of different things. We tried different sections, we tried to put more camber, we tried, we investigated on the sweep. And in the end, it was the original profile that still stood out, as the best, most dynamic, most thrilling, foil under the feet. And what we did is we changed the outline because originally the focus was on just performances on the race course.
Yeah.
And now it's mostly about having fun carving on the bumps and on the swell. So there's a much bigger focus now on the carving and turning. It's always been a foil that turned nicely. This is why it was popular already back in the days. But now it's this is even more predominant in the character of the foil because of the outline, which is slightly swept, and the winglets are a lot smaller as well. So that's making it a bit.
I'm so amazed of the usability of this foil, like how easy it is to use. It has such a massive range.
Yeah.
And like I've been on this foil, like I was in Cape Town for a full month. I only rode this foil. And I was really, the more I've been riding it, the more I realized how many different qualities it has.
Yeah.
So it's so cool because it's a foil you can really push on someone that's just starting, like with something a little bit more advanced, like coming into the sport. And it's also some of my riders that really rips. They push this foil and breach it like with so much spray, so it's crazy.
Yeah, you're not the only one to say this about how wide an audience it can care for, because you could actually exactly advise this foil for somebody who's just stepping up intermediate and level, and it's still being used by a number of really, really good riders. So obviously you might not use the same size exactly, or also depending on your use, because if you're winging, it's easy to get speed, so you don't need such a big size. If you're more into power winging now, obviously you need a bit of area to link and to connect the bumps.
And this is definitely a foil. You shouldn't be scared of going down a size when you ride it neither. It's you have so good low end from it, especially within your mast and the connection.
I think it's a whole, exactly, because obviously the foil also benefits from the new connection.
Yeah.
And this really adds, some control and also some low end indirectly, because you get a better pumping, you get a better control of your foil, and so that's widens the speed range. And very important as well. It's not visible because it's inside, but it's the construction of the foil which also evolved, and so the new layup is looking for more control and more usability of the foil. So there's been a lot. I mean, the original foil, the original V1 had a different layup, and there's been a lot of work going on here at F1 with Doc, the structural engineer, and he's developed so much on the construction. And every time we have a new foil coming out, we do several layups to test, and it's quite interesting the feedbacks that we get from the test team. And like one, it's the same shape, but one version is just going to be, boring and a bit slow maybe, or not as dynamic, and the other one is going to be, okay, it's got more character, but it's a little bit uncontrollable, and then maybe you'll find another one which just has, ticks all the boxes. And this is how we could improve the V1 so much.
It's a great collaboration to see between you and Doc.
Yeah.
And like it's a massive difference when you ride them. Like you feel that's why you have to demo this foil.
Exactly.
You have to more than once ride it to really get it.
Yeah, it doesn't look hugely different. Obviously, there's a new fuselage in connection, and the outline is kind of new, so it looks a bit different.
And it goes fast,
That stayed. Yeah. I mean, it was already in the original V1, that speed and the acceleration potential, and this was kept into the V2.
I love the feeling when you get into a bottom turn with this. Yeah. So you get down of the wave and it just generates speed.
Yeah.
So you can you're not where you suppose normally get speed, and you just feel like, wow, it just drives you, and then you see what you have in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the drive.
Yeah.
So you find this in the Eagle, in the skate.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, the skate was originally born from the Eagle.
Yeah.
And refined a lot since then, but it still has that original DNA of this ability to accelerate through the car.
It's amazing. Like when you just you're gonna have speed. Absolutely. You're not scared of not getting, and especially when you're downwinding, you see bumps a bit further away from you. You can be calm. Okay, I just generate speed here, and then you glide over to the section you want to go to. Yeah,
some guys actually don't pump. They just turn. They carve to generate the speed, and they don't even they hardly pump.
Quick question on the speed range, because I hear a lot of you guys, and I experienced it myself as well, on that you can ride it at a really high top speed. But did you experience as well that the foil also rides really comfortable at lower speed, so that you don't always have to push? Like, for example, using different tails, or what did you experience with that?
I've been riding mainly the carving tails on this, and I think the low end is amazing on it. So you definitely have that. You don't really fall through. You can wait for a bump. You know that you are in a section when there's nothing to actually ride, and then just wait because it's going to build under you, and then you go again.
So there's actually a pretty good confidence booster then on the foil.
What I really think with this one, like I'm turning 43 now in April. Like I'm not 25 anymore. Like there's so many people that like the skate, for example, is an amazing foil. And I ride it as well, but sometimes you make it too hard for you. For me to jump on the Eagle, realize where I'm at in my life, and be able to keep on shredding and just do more. Yeah. Like then the Eagle fits perfectly for me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, especially if your focus is a little bit onto free fly or power winging, then this has quite a lot more glide than the skate. So it's a winner really. Yeah. And so it's recommended with a carving tail. But you can also have it, pair it with a downwind tail. We have the 136 and the 156 downwind tails in the range. And so if you're focused more on glide or straight line speed, then these are good to pair it with. If you focus more on carving and turning, and then obviously the carving tails are the best.
Personally, I felt with the downwind step that it felt in the turns, and even with the pumps, it felt like you could. Of course, it turned really well, but it also went really stable to the turns. And like the handbrake went off, it shoots you forward.
That you can do both is amazing.
Exactly, you get such a range out.
Boom, then you go.
Such a range out of one foil.
And then you have that control in the bottom turn. Oh, now it's generating speed. Poof, you go to the next bump. So this is definitely a foil that you have to try.
Yeah,
and more than once if you can to really get into it, because it's so you understand.
So dynamic,
we get actually a lot of the same feedback, about the the new low end, which has been so much improved, and then the high end, which is still great, and the maneuverability and the fun. It's a really fun foil to drive.
It's cool to see the DNA from it. Like the first one came out maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, but yeah.
So, and also with all the different foils from F1 that's coming out now, that you feel the heritage through the foil, like the history, how they feel, and how they tweak, but you still have the same feeling, and it's that kind of like the surf feel in the foils is, I think, it's quite unique compared to a lot of other brands. So.
Well, we try to every time we start from a base which exists, and then we try to get to a new level, but never losing all the assets of what's existing. So we really try to take everything and bring it further up to better performances, or better control, or better stability.
That's awesome. Stoked about this. Thanks,
Cool.
man. Do you have any more thoughts?
No,
This
just
is
get
something you
it,
need
try
to try.
it,
Try it for
try
sure.
it definitely.
Yeah.
Try a few different sizes.
Doesn't
Talk
matter
with
if
your
you-
shop, like to which, like your weight, your size, where you're gonna ride, and it's also your conditions you're riding.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do what size suits your condition? It's really important as well.
Exactly. Doesn't matter if you wing, parawing, or
This
loose
No, it's great for
scaling,
both, huh?
Yeah.
proning as well. Yeah.
Subfoiling.
Subfoiling is
the 990
amazing.
for subfoiling is amazing.
Yeah.
You can push the turns so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Huge
guys.
range.
Thank you, man.
Thanks
pleasure.
For the
for
epic
good
foils.
foil.
It's a great
Cheers.
job, so I'm happy.